What's up, guys? Hopefully most of you watched the video earlier this week about my switch to Team Cashback. In that video I explained how I'm going to earn cashback and did kind of an overview of my points and miles balances, but I didn't go too far into the why I've switched. Now, I know a lot of you folks use what they call a hybrid setup where they can earn some transferable currencies such as Chase UR points, some hotel points like Hilton, and sprinkle in some cashback earnings to make a nice, well-rounded setup. While I think that's a great way to do your business, for whatever reason, I like to have a clear, distinct mission, and if I'm earning travel points, I'm all in. Well, at least for the rest of the year, I'm all in on Team Cashback. I know myself well enough to realize that I will be back on Team Travel very soon, so I'm not going to drastically change my card setup, and I'm not going to plan on getting any new cashback cards just for this mission. Not getting any new cards could be a tough one. I'm still eyeballing a certain cashback card or two. I also want to mention that I haven't stopped traveling. I have trips scheduled up until spring break of next year, so no one in my family is living a normal, non-traveling life by any means. The boy has road trips to football games, Thanksgiving in Mexico, and a Caribbean spring break. So I guess we're moving into a much less extreme travel schedule. You know, the normal 1 or 2 trips during the summer, a spring break, and maybe sneak something in South Florida when it snows here. That's still a lot, but it's not every month like I've been trying to maintain. In this video, I want to explain why I'm making this switch, even if it's temporary. I'm hoping you guys can relate with some of these issues. You guys know I have an earn and burn strategy, and if I'm laying off the travel redemptions for a while, I don't want to have millions of points just sitting in queue. So until I get fired up to travel around the world regularly again, I want to stuff some cash in these accounts. In this video, I'm going to give you 5 reasons why I'm switching to Team Cashback for now. Reason number 1, time. I'm pretty sure most of you can relate to this one. We only have so many hours in the day, and so many of us right now live very busy lives. For me, it's a full-time job, trying to be an aspiring real estate investor, trying to be a YouTuber, but more importantly, trying to be a decent husband and a great father. It's tough, and even tougher to throw in traveling as often as I've been doing. I mean, in 6 weeks' time, my family was 6 time zones one way, and then 6 time zones the other way. I don't have unlimited time off from work, and I'm one of those guys that actually likes a random day off to go work out, walk in the woods, or work on side projects. And it's tough to do when all your time off is scheduled for the year for travel. It's also a big deal to me that when I'm traveling, I'm not able to work on the channel as much as I need to. At the moment, I'm really behind schedule on learning new skills like editing and making better thumbnails and titles. I'm getting videos out, but I don't think the quality of those videos are improving as much as I'd like. My son is also getting busier. He starts flag football soon, so those hours tossing the ball in the yard might actually be more important than lying around on the beach, at least for now. I'm not saying I'll travel more when life slows down, not at all. I don't plan on life slowing down ever. I'll never really retire, and I'll always live a fairly busy, purposeful life. By the way, guys, I'm not exactly talking about any card specifically in this video, but if you are looking for a new card, check out my card link in the description below. Using my link really helps out the channel, and it allows me to give you mostly unsponsored content, and I like doing that because I know it's what you guys prefer. Reason number 2 I'm switching to Team Cashback. Well, traveling for free is really expensive. I've talked about this before in other videos, but using points for your airfare and your hotels creates so many great options when traveling, but there are still some fairly significant expenses, especially if you're traveling somewhere nice. Uber rides, excursions, tours, most of your food, and if you guys travel with family, you know there are always those weird one-time expenses. Maybe the boy forgot his swimming trunks, or maybe mom forgot the sunscreen. Anything you buy while traveling is likely to cost just a little more. Heck, even parking at your local airport can be costly. One expense that I have that some folks will probably laugh at is dog care. We have 3 dogs, and I think it's $100 a day to board them. Now, we get what we pay for, our dogs love it there, but think about this last trip to Hawaii and all those costs. Now add $1,000 to board the pets. Free travel is expensive. Money is such an important part of our lives that 2 of my 5 reasons revolve around money, just in different ways. This third reason might be unique to me, but I feel like most of you will be able to relate. I need some time to work on other things and other goals. We all have goals, but I've mentioned before, I live a very purposeful life, and there are certain things that I need to accomplish, and I think all my traveling has likely been slowing things down for me. My biggest issue is I need to get back into some of my old hobbies. I used to compete in powerlifting, and I may not want to go as far as competing, but I still need to focus on my fitness. Like a lot of us, I put on weight during the pandemic, and I need to take some time to get that back in order. I don't work out when I'm traveling, and even if I did, it's really not the same. So I'm going to take this time to flesh out some fitness goals, and maybe I will do one more lifting meet. They do have old man divisions, so maybe it'll be fun. Another goal is obviously this YouTube channel. I need to focus more on improving what I'm doing. Recently, I've upgraded cameras and some other equipment, but I need to build out a better backdrop, and just overall, I need to improve. I also plan on learning how to use the equipment I have. I want to take 1,000,000 pictures of my son's sports stuff. I also want to make an honest effort to add another rental property. That involves quite a bit of time as far as looking around, and then if I do find what I want, I'll need to manage a renovation, find tenants, and all that good stuff. But with all the traveling I've been doing, I've really been putting that off. Now, I'm also human. Some of those things are not going to get the attention they deserve, but at least the fitness part needs to take priority for now. Number 4. Number 4 could just be my perception and not exactly reality, but I feel like some of these awesome places we visit and the big league properties we stay at are starting to lose that glitter. It almost seems like what should be a really special experience is just another mission, just another place to check off the list. And that's not meeting my goals of travel. Of course, this could just be travel fatigue, and toning things down a little might be just the move. I think when we spread these trips out, that special feeling will come back quickly, and these trips will again have that magic about them. Now, my 5th reason to switch to Team Cashback is, again, money. Look, I'm human, and it's okay to want more money. When you combine reasons 1 through 4, my goal is to spend a little less money, work a little more, and make a little more money. Pretty simple, right? I know it may seem counter to what we do accomplish when we're traveling. Most folks will say, oh, I value experiences over material things. And that's great, you should. But at the end of the day, I'm not exactly impoverished when it comes to experiences. I'm still going to be traveling and seeing things that most folks I know will never get to see. I'm just going to be doing it less, and in the short term, I need to stack some cash and learn some skills that will help me make even more cash. I have a family and I have certain duties to take care of things financially. Now, listen, don't get me wrong. We're not exactly eating cat food in between international business class flights. And what I've been doing hasn't put any type of financial strain on me, but I'm like a lot of people. There are certain things I want to reward myself for all the work I do. I want an extra retirement account. I want to not worry about unexpected expenses, and I'm not afraid to admit it. I want a Rolex Sea Dweller, and I don't want to finance it. Don't judge me. That RJ Financial has like 6 of them. Now, do I think switching to Team Cashback will automatically allow me to accomplish all these things? Come on, no way. But for me, if I'm focused on points and miles, I tend to not show the same attention on the cash numbers. Switching to Team Cashback will give me a break from the all-consuming points accumulation, and I'll start spending less and building more, and hopefully I can get some of these other goals moving along as well. That is it for me, guys. I hope everyone can relate to at least a couple of these reasons, and if you don't, worry not. I'm still traveling, still making videos about the travel game, and pretty soon I'll have another ton of MR points once again. If you stayed around all the way to the end, I appreciate you, and I want to thank every single one of you.